development partners, colleagues from government, academia, civil society, and international organizations. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. It is an honor to address the Dawn Population Summit, an important national forum at defining moment in our journey. I commend Dawn Media Group, the Population Council, and all our development partners for convening this dialogue on an issue that will shape Pakistan's destiny more than any other. Pakistan stands today at a historic demographic turning point. According to the latest NIPS projections, our population will be around 240 million plus, is expected to reach 370 million by 2050. It is a defining challenge for our future stability, prosperity, and competitiveness. To put this in perspective, every single year, Pakistan adds almost the entire population of New Zealand, around 4 to 4.5 million people. Nearly 64% of Pakistanis are below the age of 30, and over 100 million are in our workforce. This immense demographic energy, if left unmanaged, risks turning into social and economic pressures, and we can already feel the strain. Among the most painful expressions of our demographic challenge is the high prevalence of stunting in our children. Nearly 40% of children under 5 are stunted. In several districts, stunting exceeds 50%. Countries with high stunting lose 2 to 3% of GDP annually due to low productivity and impaired human capital. A stunted child earns up to 22% less over a lifetime. This is not a health issue alone. It is a national productivity crisis, a human development emergency, and a direct threat to Pakistan's long-term economic strength and sustainability. I want to acknowledge the commitment of the Prime Minister, who has placed stunting and population management at the highest national priority. Under his leadership, the government is moving towards emergency, multi-sector action, integrating health, nutrition, education, social protection, water, and local government systems. At this summit, we must ask ourselves with complete honesty, do we want a generation of illiterate, stunted, malnourished children, or a generation that is well-fed, healthy, educated, skilled, and creative? In a world where brain power of nations determines their competitive advantage, it is not population size, but population quality that drives national progress. Countries win the future not through head counts, but through the strength of their human capital, through educated minds, healthy bodies, skilled hands, and creative thinking. Therefore, Pakistan's priority must be fewer children, but better outcomes for every child. For decades, population was viewed narrowly as a health matter. This fragmented approach showed little progress. In reality, population dynamics shape employment, skills and education, food and water security, urbanization and housing, climate resilience, fiscal stability, innovation, and above all, national security. Countries such as Bangladesh, Vietnam, Iran, Indonesia achieved rapid prosperity by aligning population policy with economic strategy, women's empowerment, and education reforms. Pakistan is now moving decisively in that direction with two-pronged strategy. One, rights-based, accessible family planning services through the Ministry of National Health Services and provincial departments. We are focusing on expanded access to modern contraceptives, strengthened supply chains, trained counselors and community outreach, improved provincial service delivery, behavior change communication. Our principle is clear. Every woman must have the right to voluntarily high-quality reproductive health service. 2. Forward-looking planning and development strategy. At the Ministry of Planning and Development, we are embedding population and human capital at the heart of national economic policy. Our initiatives include Population Emergency Framework submitted to the Prime Minister, National Strategic Framework on Population and Development, updated NIPS population projections, a unified national knowledge hub integrating PBS, NIPS, NADRA, health and education data for development, platform for real-time monitoring, rollout of Udan Pakistan, a digital ecosystem for family planning, supply chains, and citizen access. Work towards a reformed NFC award aligned with demographic and service delivery realities. Ladies and gentlemen, these reforms move Pakistan from fragmented responses to a cohesive and integrated national strategy. Under Udan Pakistan, the 5 E's framework, exports, and equity and empowerment offers a bold roadmap for national transformation. But none of the 5 E's can reach their full potential unless Pakistan simultaneously addresses population growth, nutrition, and human capital development. Exports need a strong, productive workforce. Digital Pakistan demands cognitive skills and quality education, both undermined by stunting. Environment and climate resilience require reduced pressure on natural resources. Energy efficiency depends on moderated demand linked to population. Equity requires every child to begin life with nutrition and good opportunities. Population management is therefore the foundation of Udan Pakistan, not a parallel agenda. Pakistan has limited but powerful demographic window. The next 25 years will determine whether we rise to prosperity or remain constrained by unmet human development needs. If we reduce unwanted fertility and stunting, empower our women, modernize service delivery, invest in education and skills, align population policy with economic planning, then Pakistan's demographic curve can become the engine of a new era of national renewal. The government under the leadership of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is fully committed to this transformative agenda, but success requires national consensus, provincial ownership, and societal responsibility. Let this summit mark a new beginning, from conversation to coordination and partnerships, from concern to commitment and delivery, from vision to implementation, and from isolated projects to national transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, population is the central axis on which Pakistan's future prosperity will turn. What we do today will determine the destiny of generations. I wish the conference very success. Pakistan Zindabad.